so for today's video we are gonna continue in this series of my top 5 favorite products. It has been so long since I did my last one. I can't even remember the last one that I did, but I feel like I'm gonna start like all over again because those videos, they're so old now and I've tried out so many different products since then. So let's start out fresh and new, and today we're gonna start with all of my favorite liquid lipsticks. And I know this is my top 5, however this is gonna be a top 6 because I've got 6 favorites and I just couldn't pick one from another. So I've got 6 favorites, and without further ado, let me share them with you. The rhyme is a crime. Stop. Let's start with the one that I'm wearing on my lips right now. It is the GERARD Cosmetics HYDRA Matte Liquid Lipstick in the color Ecstasy, and this color is so stunning. You may be able to tell that I'm very much into those very cool tone, dusty pink colors at the moment, especially in my videos as well. I just also really like the formula of these ones because they're not too thick and they're not crumbly on the lips. Actually, they dry in very nicely. They're not tacky in any way, and when they're dry and they stay on. And this color in particular is just so stunning and just beautiful. It is that dusty, cool tone, kind of lilac-y color. It dries in fairly quickly as well. It dries totally matte and I just love it. The longevity is really good as well. They last for a very long time on the lips without going crumbly. I would say though that if you're eating or drinking, I would be touching up in the inner ring of my mouth because it does wear off a tiny bit in there. And that's the only thing that I don't like about liquid lipsticks. Even though they stay on in the outer part of your mouth, in the inner part, they do go a tiny bit crumbly. That's the only thing about liquid lipsticks that's kind of like, yeah, sometimes it is a crumbly feeling in the inner part of the mouth, but I can totally work with that because everywhere else it looks amazing. What is up with this hand? But this color in particular is one of my favorites at the moment. I just think it's so gorgeous. And do know when I'm saying that these are my favorite liquid lipsticks, it's kind of like the shades that I really like right now. Also the formula, obviously, but the shades are the ones that I'm really in love with right now. Also from GERARD Cosmetics, I've got the one called Mercury Rising. I use this one so much during December because it is just a really nice orangey red color that I just think is so stunning. It looks like this. As you can see, it's a very bright pop of color and it's very bright orangey red, and I really truly love it so very much. I wore it a lot when I did the Winter Review, so I used it when I was doing the dancing show, and it stayed on the entire night. And honestly, I was a sweaty Betty. I was sweating so much because we were dancing and doing stuff. There's spotlights on us, and it stayed on. So it is definitely like sweat proof and everything like that. Once it's dried down completely, it goes even more red and it's stunning, and I think it suits most skin tones actually, so go crazy. If you want it kind of like orangey, fresh red, this is it. Moving on, I've got one from Kat Von D, and this is one of those evergreens if you ask me. It is the one called Lolita, and it's the Everlasting Liquid Lipstick from Kat Von D, and I was afraid that when I got it that it was way too red and kind of like not red but kind of red. It's somewhere in the middle where it just wouldn't look good on my skin color, but it is amazing, it is beautiful, I absolutely love it. And once again, this kind of formula, it is one of my favorites because it dries down so quickly, and when it's dry, it is dry and it doesn't feel crumbly, it just stays on. And as you can see, the color, it is just the color. I just really like it. As you can see, it's kind of like a dusty burgundy red that is not burgundy, that's not red, it's kind of browny red. Once again, I think it suits most skin tones actually, and the texture of this one is just amazing. I think the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks are some of my favorites when it comes to like the texture and the longevity. Just as good as any other liquid lipstick if you ask me. So amazing. And the color, that's the one that really won me over. This color here, stunning. Let's move on. The next one I'm going to share with you is one of my newest beauty buys actually, and it is from STILA, and this is the All Day Liquid Lipstick in the color BACI, B-A-C-I. Not sure how to say it. Let me know if you know. But this is such a great like everyday nudie pink color. So it just suits most skin tones. Once again, I think if you're even like dark skinned, you will also be able to wear it because it's not one of those very nude fleshy colors. It is much more like a kind of like dusty pinky shade is right there. I really like this one for an everyday wear. I like wearing those liquid lipsticks on a daily basis because it doesn't look too much, it's not too little, it's somewhere in the middle where you can wear whatever kind of eye makeup or whatever, or no eye makeup. You can just dress them up or dress them down as much as you want to, so that's what I love about liquid lipsticks as well. But this shade in particular, it is so stunning. As you can see, once it dries down, it gets a bit more dark, but I don't mind that. I think it looks beautiful and just a really nice, once again, cool tone, dusty kind of pink color, and it's pretty. It's really pretty. Obviously, I wouldn't mention it here if I didn't love it, so it's kind of like a no-brainer. I do feel like this is a bit more crumply once I've worn it for a couple of hours, so it does crumble a tiny bit more than the other ones, but it is nothing that really bothers me because I can always just reapply them. It is a bit thicker in texture though than the Kat Von D liquid lipstick, so it does feel a bit more like that you're wearing something on the lips when you're wearing it, but it doesn't really bother me. And actually the pigmentation of this one is better than the Kat Von D. If you ask me, you have to layer up the Kat Von D a bit more to get a full pigmentation, whereas with this one it's kind of like just one swipe and then you're good to go. So pigmentation wise, this is definitely more pigmented, but it's also a bit thicker in texture. Moving on, I've got one from Anastasia, Beverly Hills. This one is one called Sepia, and who doesn't love Sepia? Sepia is such a great cool toned brownie shade, and I think that's the best way to describe it. You've seen me wearing this one a lot here on my channel. It really reminds me of the MAC Stone lipstick actually. However, I actually think that this one is a bit more deep and dark, and I actually prefer this one because it's a bit more brown, even though it's still very cool toned and grey. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Stunning. Once again, when it dries down, it just stays on, and the texture of the Anastasia liquid lipsticks, I think those are my favorites because they do feel kind of creamy, but not too creamy, and they're drying without being too drying. It's really difficult to explain. But they just feel very lovely on the lips, and they're kind of like thick in texture, but not to that extent where they go crumbly. However, I would say that if you do struggle with dry lips or flaky lips, liquid lipsticks may not be the way to go for you. So definitely remember to exfoliate your lips and moisturize them in the evening time if you know that you're gonna wear a liquid lipstick the day after or something like that, because as you can see, they do dry down and they are very drying on the lips. But if you do have very nice moisturized lips, it's no problem. That was a kind of a ramble. But the color, as you can see, once it's dried down, really stunning, beautiful shade. I feel like that I've saved my favorite till last, and if you don't know which one I'm gonna show you now, you're probably new to my channel because I wear this one almost every freaking day. Don't know what I'm gonna do when I'm out of it. It is the Anastasia liquid lipstick in the color Pure Hollywood, and it's fun because there's so many YouTubes going like, it's so like crumbly on the lips and the texture is so uneven and it applies uneven, blah blah blah. I love the shade, I love the application, I love everything about this freaking liquid lipstick. This is me in a liquid lipstick. I absolutely love it. It is such a great wearable nude shade, especially for those of you who've got skin like me. It will probably be a bit too light for you if you've got dark skin, but for skin like me and actually even like fairer skin, you will love this one. It is right there and it's so freaking beautiful. I adore this color and I'm gonna love it till the day I die. This is just my go-to, no fuss, I'm in a rush kind of shade. I just always grab for this one whenever I don't know what to wear, and it always looks amazing for whatever kind of look that I'm wearing. So it is stunning. Once again, the same kind of pigmentation as with the other one from Anastasia. They're just amazing, and they're kind of a bit more creamy than the other liquid lipsticks, which I really like, but yeah, it's all down to preferences, obviously. They're a bit thicker in texture than, for example, Kat Von D's or the HYDRA matte ones from GERARD Cosmetics, but I like that. I mean, these are honestly some of my absolute favorites, and these were actually some of my first liquid lipsticks, and they're amazing, so I love them. I love my babies. Here's a close-up of all of the different liquid lipsticks that I've shown you, and these are all dry now and they're stunning. And that was actually all for this top 5 video. I really hope that you enjoyed it and that you found it inspirational. If you're looking for new liquid lipstick to try out, I'll try to leave links for all of the different liquid lipsticks in the description box so you can go find them as well. And yeah, as I said, I hope this was enjoyable for you guys, and I hope that you're excited for my new top 5 series. Obviously, I'm gonna do so many more videos, and let me know which one you want to see from me next, like top 5 eyebrow products or primers or foundations, what else. Just tell me what you want to see. But thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, all of that jazz, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!